to our main show, into the final of the Golden Grappler. Presenting and introducing to you the Peckham Playboy Hakan. And his opponent, a young man who was 16 just 2 weeks ago from Tunbridge, Raymond O'Reilly. 10-minute time limit with 1 fall, 1 submission, or a knockout to decide who reaches the final.
Are we ready?
Climax Wrestling.
Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Aaron Nix, and this is the first semi-final in the Gravesend Golden Grappler Trophy Tournament. The winner of this will move on to the final on May 28th when we return to the Woodville, and no doubt it'll be sold out again. So if you want your tickets, I suggest you get to rumblewrestling.com real quick, ladies and gentlemen, because we are on Rumble Wrestling TV right now. And if you don't want to watch it on Rumble Wrestling TV, if you want to witness it live, you better get in there quick. Collar and elbow tie-up, and obviously Hakan, the Peckham Playboy, no stranger to Raymond O'Reilly, with referee Anton Green at the helm of this singles semi-final. And Hakan obviously feeling very confident. Hakan, of course, dispatched Sassy Bear Clarence in the quarterfinals. Raymond O'Reilly also, in extremely quick fashion, took out the Towering Inferno with a springboard cutter, just the third move in the matchup. I thought Hakan was working quite quickly on this premise, but Raymond O'Reilly, man, with one of the record timed wins in Rumble Wrestling history. I have to check that against the history books. I'm sure some internet nerd will be more than happy to let me know, as Raymond O'Reilly escapes beautifully. Someone who's obviously studied a lot of the old greats and has such a great technical prowess. Raymond O'Reilly, by the way, at just the tender age of 16, ladies and gentlemen, has all the tools to be one of the best professional wrestlers in the world, and a very likable young man as well. Got a lot of time for everybody, makes a concerted effort to show his respect backstage and out front as well. Raymond O'Reilly, certainly a very bright future. I tell you who doesn't show much respect, Hakan, who, when I asked him what he thought about facing Raymond O'Reilly in the semi-finals, told me to get lost in no uncertain terms, and let's be honest, in a far more uncensored manner than what I just described to you. Obviously, Hakan looking quite perplexed as well. And Hakan has had many a meeting, by the way, with Raymond O'Reilly across the independent circuit. But right here is arguably where it counts most, the Golden Grappler. And Raymond O'Reilly trying to imply that Hakan's chicken. I've never heard such nonsense in all my life, have you? Never known Hakan to run away from a fight. But he certainly likes to jump people from behind when it comes to fights. Obviously a member of the South East Syndicate, the South London Syndicate, should I say. Hakan will no doubt chastise me later for that mistake. Nonetheless, this is a semi-final matchup. Go behind by the Peckham Playboy. Snapmare out of that go behind. Lovely pinning combination. Gets a 2 count. And oh man, yeah. And Hakan says, just like that, I almost had you, Sunshine. And when it comes to experience, obviously Hakan, no doubt, with 20 years in this business, absolutely has the experience edge. And that's the height and power advantage as well. But Raymond O'Reilly seems to be the complete package. And at just 16, you've got to think there's a lot more filling out to be done. There's a lot more to be learned about professional wrestling. And ultimately, if you think you've learned it all, you better get out of this business, because you never stop learning. And that's what makes Raymond O'Reilly so special for me, is that lovely hammerlock escape, hips up, and now a waistlock takedown from behind. And now schooling the Peckham Playboy in the art of technical wrestling, hooks the leg, gets a 2 count for his troubles. And Hakan says, you need to watch yourself, Sunshine. I think Hakan appreciates the lack of respect, at least in his eyes, being shown by Raymond O'Reilly. But Raymond O'Reilly came here to win, ladies and gentlemen. Raymond O'Reilly wants his name on that Golden Grappler trophy, and the only way to do that is to knock off Hakan and move on to the final. Who will face? We'll find out after this. Once again, the shoulder tackle, and Hakan spending a lot of time mocking this young man, and really should pay more close attention, because that change in athleticism is exactly what brought Raymond O'Reilly to the dance. Lovely hip toss off of the leapfrog, and now Raymond O'Reilly roars at the Woodville audience here, and a suplex up, almost a brain buster like suplex from Raymond O'Reilly. Hook at the leg, gets a deep 2 count from the Peckham Playboy. It just shoots up out of absolutely nowhere and kicks him in the back. And obviously That's the inexperience there. You've got to stay on a man, the nature of the Peckham Playboy. It looks to... Oh, I thought it was too good to be true. Telegraphed the strikes, but ultimately taking a chunk out of this teenage wrestler's skull is what Hakan's doing, and obviously he'll stoop to absolutely no level to get the job done as he sends Raymond O'Reilly into the top turnbuckle. Strike to the middle, and dare I say, a very dangerous strike there as well. Almost went low, did Hakan. Anton Green says it was legal and above board. I obviously trust Anton Green with my live scoop slam applied by the Peckham Playboy. And once again, a lot of showboating, spending a lot of time not paying attention. You've got to close the deal before you can run your mouth. And the Peckham Playboy should know that better than anybody else. And a forearm shiver to the jaw of Raymond O'Reilly will certainly keep him straight and honest. Again, dare I say, too much posturing. Once again, asking Raymond O'Reilly to light him up. Almost feels like the job is done and ultimately wants to test himself here. And well, I'm not entirely sure off the knife edge chop just how smart it is to trade blows with any opponent. Obviously, Hakan does have a size and weight advantage to a certain degree, but Raymond O'Reilly certainly knows how to strike, and a European uppercut there. And Raymond O'Reilly absorbing punishment like nobody's business. Now firing up on the Peckham Playboy. It was Hakan who wanted that strike exchange. Raymond O'Reilly ducks the clothesline, gets caught. Lovely enziguri though, right around the skull. Oh boy, Hakan looking a little punch drunk for his troubles. Raymond O'Reilly now senses there may very well be a victory nearby. Looking for a clothesline now, builds up a head of steam, but this time knocks Hakan down right in the middle of the ring. And wait a minute, looking for a double underhook potentially. Escapes, ducks the clothesline though. Does Raymond O'Reilly, ducks another clothesline, attempting a drop kick, catches Hakan right on the shoulder blade. Well, Raymond O'Reilly saying off the top, and obviously we've seen what the Flyers can do here tonight. The first class Flyer, Kaido, who will be taking part in the other semi-final against Bruiser Jacobs. That is next on Rumble Wrestling TV, but right now it's Raymond O'Reilly ascending to the top, looking to finish the job. Comes off the top, rolls through. Hakan moved out of the way, super kick right on the button. Oh my God. Vicious collision. Hakan now, oh look out, small inside cradle, small package of sorts, and Raymond O'Reilly has just stole one right out from underneath the nose of Hakan. Raymond O'Reilly is your winner. Raymond O'Reilly is moving on to the final. Well, Hakan got caught short. He was watching the throne, ladies and gentlemen, and while he was standing there, Raymond O'Reilly stole it right out from under his chin, and it's Raymond O'Reilly moving on to the final in May.